YouTube, welcome to a bit of an update video. If you can't tell, I have just woken up, and in this video I plan to discuss a couple of things in regards to the YouTube channel. Now, I've seen quite a few content creators give a couple of updates over the past month or even 2 months in regards to uploading Genshin Impact content and Honkai content and a few other things, and I basically just want to sit down, without Twitch chat, without anything insane going on in the background, and just have a chat in regards to what to expect from me when it comes to Genshin Impact, when it comes to Honkai Impact, and when it comes to other video games too. Now, as a quick little update here, just so nobody worries, I am not burnt out on Genshin. I'm also not really burnt out on Honkai, but we'll get into Honkai in just a couple of minutes here. Now, there is a little bit of downtime with Genshin right now when it comes to content and the update system. Obviously, the company is going through some pretty hefty stuff right now, and we can't really expect too much content. However, as a content creator, I am still coming up with my own content. We have some tier lists coming, we have some original video ideas coming, plenty of Genshin Impact stuff, but you might also see a little bit more variety. For example, in the next couple of days, there's going to be a video of myself and my dad playing Outlast together. Now, I know horror's not for everybody, but for those of you that do like horror, highly urge you to watch it. There's a lot of swearing, a lot of jumping, and it's just a lot of fun, honestly. This downtime with Genshin has really given me an opportunity and a chance to start building characters and farming for characters that I previously didn't have the time to farm and save for. And honestly, it's been a little bit of a blessing. Let me load up some Genshin just to show you guys what I mean. Also, I dyed my hair red. So as y'all can see, like back in the day when I first started playing, I actually started playing Yanfei again. I got her skills up, pretty good in my opinion. She's not fully done yet, but she kicks ass. She does some serious damage, and she's a lot of fun to play. I managed to build up my Eugene, my Bennett, my Ayato, who is at a point where I'm happy with him right now, honestly. And all of these characters are all built at this point. All of these characters. Even my Xiangling is getting there. I did manage to get lucky with Ayaka, and she is slowly getting there. She's not quite there yet, but she'll get there eventually. I need a weapon for her. All the way up to Xiao. I'm currently trying to build my Xiao. He's nothing special just yet, but he will be eventually, I promise. And I've got a few more characters that I would love to level. I did get lucky enough to get a C2 Diluc, so maybe it is time to C6 Bennett at some point. We'll see. Let me try to give you a bit of an example in regards to my Yanfei. Now, I've always loved the playstyle of Yanfei. The only thing I don't really like is in the open world or even in the Abyss, how she targets random things sometimes. But against bosses, she is a lot of fun to use. She really is. So we'll see what she can do here. I just got to build energy because I forgot to do so. Well, I'm not going to get Yanfei ult, but I will get a Eugene ult. Eugene doesn't do too much here. But let's have a look. We'll do Ayato, Bennett, Eugene, and then we'll just pop off with Yanfei here. Her crit rate needs to be a little bit higher, but her crit damage is pretty good, right? Oh, yep. Yeah, she's pretty good. She's pretty good. I enjoy playing her. I think her damage is pretty good. She hits 60Ks on average, usually with Vape and Bennett ult. So I'm happy with how she is right now, and she's fun. Now moving on, I quickly want to discuss some things in regards to Honkai Impact, okay? The reason that I stopped playing Honkai for a short while, I explained a couple of times, but I still get comments daily. Where is Honkai? Oh my god, I can't believe you've quit Honkai. This guy said he was going to be playing Honkai all the time and then quit. Just to address some things, I never said I was going to be playing Honkai all the time. Honkai is a game that I am sinking my teeth into over a long period of time, slowly enjoying the content that it offers, alongside other video games that I also love to play. Also, say hi to the kitty. Now, I was loving Honkai, and I still do. However, I did get spoiled about something in the YouTube comments in regards to something that I'm pretty sure happens in chapter 8 or 9 after discussing with somebody who knows the game a little bit more than me. And that put me off playing for a while. I'm not gonna lie. The person, I assume, didn't know better. They commented on a Genshin Impact video and gave me spoilers about something that happens in chapter 9 of Honkai, which was mind-blowing to me. But it hurt, like, I know that it's a slow start in video game, and the story starts really slow and gets better, and to get spoiled on something that has a big part in that video game getting better kind of felt, I'm sure you can understand how I felt, getting spoiled on something that, to me, I can only assume is a big deal. However, again, after speaking with people, apparently it's not too big of a deal, so we will be getting back into Honkai, and again, you'll be seeing a lot of variety. Now, when Honkai Star Rail comes out, I do plan to cover Honkai Star Rail as well. The game looks incredible, the trailers look wonderful. I've been trying to find my reactions on my Twitch of when I reacted to the trailer so I can put those up here on YouTube for you all to see as well. But I'm struggling to find it because it was spread over a couple of different days, but I'll do my best, I promise. Now there is also the case of Tower of Fantasy as well, I think it was called. I never got invited to the beta, I never took part in it, so I haven't played it yet. Honestly, not really seen much about it either. That might be a game that we cover at some point in the future on this channel as well. I need to do a little bit more research and look into it to see if it's something I'd even vibe with. But from what a lot of people have said, it looks like it could be an incredible game. Not exactly a Genshin killer as somehow it was marketed as, but it looks to be more of an MMO style of Genshin, which I guess for those looking for more of a community aspect and even just things to do when they run out of resin, it might be a great thing. Who knows? We'll have to play it and see and find out. But I'm more than happy to do that. And again, Genshin isn't going anywhere. I still am absolutely in love with the video game. I am not burnt out at all. I see a lot of people saying that they're getting really burnt out at the minute with the lack of content. Again, I see it more as an open opportunity to be able to level my characters and farm for things that I haven't before. Going around picking berries, going around exploring areas and finding chests that I haven't found before is fun for me. I don't need all of the, intense endgame content kind of stuff. Although I will say a couple of things in regards to that now. Just a few little quick points in regards to Genshin's kind of endgame content and the state of it. I think the Abyss as the only form of endgame content in Genshin is very lackluster. I feel like it's a marketing strategy more than anything, since the characters that usually are more OP in the Abyss are the current banner characters, and personally I don't really want to spend a couple of $100 just to get 600 primos every 2 weeks, which is a couple of pulls, but that's just me. And I'm not a huge fan of just constantly fighting against time. In a game where a lot of things are time-gated anyway, and the fear of missing out kind of deal, and also just basically only having resin to spend for like 20-30 minutes a day, I don't then want the endgame content to be time-gated and put me under more time restraints, if that makes any kind of sense. I would much rather something like the event that we just had with the combat, where it's endless waves, or something along those lines of like a wave of enemies and you have to last as long as you can, whether they get stronger over time, whether you get weaker over time, or no heals or something. I just think there's more interesting ways to do things. I do also think there is a need for kind of permanent game modes in Genshin. Not necessarily for rewards. I don't think rewards are super necessary all the time, but maybe just like, in the teapot, you can have a game mode for like the Domain Maker, for example, which was super fun and definitely masochistic for the most part. And things like wind trace. Imagine having your own wind trace in your teapot that you could just move things around and select what people could, there's endless opportunity, which I know isn't always going to be possible. At the end of the day, this is a mobile game first, and they have to think of storage. But even as like an additional thing that you can download if you wanted to, I think it'd be a huge asset to the game. And I've had a lot of people agree and a lot of people disagree. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section, because I love hearing people's opinions. Every opinion's valid. I like to discuss it. And that's pretty much it regarding the Genshin stuff. Like I say, I will be getting back into Honkai. Now, as a quick little update too, on the 21st or 22nd of this month, I'm actually going to be doing a subathon over on my Twitch channel, which you can find down in the pinned comment or in the description below. It's going to be a 7-day cap, and there is going to be a lot of Genshin, a lot of Honkai. I plan to get at least to chapter 9 if I can, and a lot of other fun games as well. So if you want to come hang out with the community, get to know people over there, and just watch some live video games, time zones aren't really going to be a big issue because, like I say, I'm going to potentially be live for 7 straight days. I'm really excited for that, and you might notice a little bit of inconsistency with the YouTube videos at the minute. I'm working really hard with my editor, trying to get things done on a 2-day basis every 2 days. But sometimes there might be a couple of days in between where a video is missed, just because life happens, I have a full-time editor now, and sometimes the full-time editor needs a little bit of time for themselves as well, and that's completely understandable. So we're working really hard to be able to provide quality content instead of rushed content, and get things to you and make it enjoyable, because that's what this is all about and what it's always been about for me, providing enjoyable quality content that I like to watch. So thank you all for watching, and thank you all for 50,000 YouTube subs as well. Honestly, it blew my mind when we hit the 50k. I could not believe it. I have a lot more ideas in store for the future. I plan to do a whole video regarding the 50k, probably the Q&A that I asked you all questions for a while ago, but I'm trying to get that all recorded and edited, and it's a whole mess. And also the Genshin manga reaction, I'm really trying to find a way to read all that out while it makes sense while also editing it, but again, it's a whole mess. I mean, it'll happen, it just takes time. Please try and be patient. And yeah, regarding the Honkai, it is coming back. Chill with the, he's quit Honkai, he's never playing Honkai again. Listen, I'm just taking my time with it. It's not a main game for me, it never has been, it probably won't be a main game for me. I love Genshin, it takes up the majority of my time. Honkai is definitely a side game that I play, I do enjoy it, but getting those kind of comments where it's like, I can't believe you've quit Honkai and stuff, and it kind of feels like Genshin versus Honkai with a lot of people. If you play Genshin, you've quit Honkai. If you play Honkai, you've quit Genshin. And that kind of just puts me off it, you know? They can coexist and be fine at the same time as each other. And that's something that a lot of people need to understand. So thank you very much for watching. If you took your time to watch to the end of the video, let me know your thoughts down below. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.